Welcome. Today we'll explore the basics of programming in a fun and simple way. Programming is the art of giving instructions to a computer so it can perform tasks for us. Just like learning a new language, programming has its own words and rules. In this video, we'll break down these concepts step by step, making it easy for anyone to understand. Whether you dream of building apps, games, or websites, understanding programming is your first step. Let's start our journey together and see how computers follow our instructions to solve problems and create amazing things. Program is a set of instructions written for a computer to follow. Think of it as a recipe. You list the steps and the computer follows them exactly. Each instruction tells the computer what to do, like adding numbers or displaying a message. Programs can be simple like a calculator or complex like a video game. By writing programs, we can automate tasks, solve problems, and even entertain ourselves. Understanding what a program is helps us see the power of programming in everyday life. Just as people speak different languages, computers understand special languages called programming languages. Some popular ones are Python, Java, and JavaScript. Each language has its own rules, but they all help us communicate with computers. Choosing a language depends on what you want to build. For beginners, Python is often recommended because it's easy to read and write. No matter which language you choose, the basic ideas remain the same. Let's see how these languages look and work. Let's write our very first line of code. In most programming languages, you can start by telling the computer to display a message. For example, in Python, you write print hello world. This simple command tells the computer to show the words hello world on the screen. Writing code is like giving clear instructions step by step. Don't worry if it looks strange at first, practice makes perfect. Soon, you'll be able to write more complex instructions. Variables are like boxes that store information. Imagine you want to remember your score in a game. You can use a variable called score to keep track of it. In programming, you create variables to store numbers, words, or other data. For example, in Python, you write score equals 10. Now the computer knows that score means 10. Variables help us organize and use information in our programs. Data types tell the computer what kind of information you're working with. The most common types are numbers, text called strings, and true-false values called booleans. For example, 5 is a number, hello is a string, and true is a boolean. Knowing the data type helps the computer understand how to use the information. Each programming language has its own way to handle data types, but the idea is always the same. Operators are symbols that let you do things with your data. For example, the plus sign plus adds numbers and the minus sign subtracts them. There are also operators for multiplying, dividing, slash, and comparing values equals. Operators help us perform calculations and make decisions in our programs. You use them all the time when writing code. Input means getting information from the user, while output means showing results. For example, you can ask the user to enter their name and then display a greeting. In Python, input gets information and print shows it. Input and output are how your program interacts with people. This makes your programs more useful and fun. Conditional statements let your program make decisions. For example, you can tell the computer if the score is above 10, show you win. In programming, this is called an if statement. It checks if something is true and then does something special. Conditionals help your programs respond to different situations, making them smarter and more interactive. Loops let your program repeat actions. Imagine you want to say hello 5 times. Instead of writing the same line 5 times, you use a loop. In Python, a for loop or while loop repeats instructions until a condition is met. Loops save time and make your code shorter and easier to manage. They are very important in programming. Functions are like mini programs inside your program. They let you group instructions together and use them whenever you need. For example, you can create a function to add 2 numbers and then use it many times. Functions help organize your code and make it easier to read and fix. In Python, you define a function with the word def. Comments are notes you write in your code to explain what it does. They don't affect how the program runs, but they help you and others understand your code. In Python, comments start with a hash symbol. Writing comments is a good habit, especially as your programs get bigger and more complex. Debugging means finding and fixing mistakes in your code. Everyone makes errors, even experts. When your program doesn't work as expected, you check your code, look for problems, and fix them. Debugging is an important skill for every programmer. With practice, you'll get better at spotting and solving errors quickly. Let's build a simple calculator. We'll ask the user for 2 numbers, add them, and show the result. This uses input, variables, operators, and output. It's a great way to see how everything fits together. By combining these basics, you can create useful programs that solve real problems. Sometimes, you need to store more than one value. Lists let you keep a group of items together. For example, you can have a list of scores, 10, 20, 30. Lists are very useful for organizing data and working with collections of information. You can add, remove, or change items in a list easily. Dictionaries store information in pairs like a word and its meaning. In programming, a dictionary lets you link a key to a value. For example, name, Ali, age, 20. Dictionaries are great for looking up information quickly and organizing data in a clear way. Errors are messages from the computer telling you something went wrong. There are different types of errors like syntax errors when you break the rules and runtime errors when something goes wrong as the program runs. Learning to read error messages helps you fix problems faster and become a better programmer. In some languages like Python, indentation spaces at the start of a line is very important. It shows which instructions belong together. If you forget to indent correctly, your program won't work. Paying attention to indentation helps keep your code organized and easy to read. After writing your code, you need to save it in a file and run it to see what happens. Most programming languages use special file endings like Py for Python. Running your code lets you test if it works and see the results. This is how you turn your ideas into working programs. If you get stuck, don't worry, there are many online resources to help you. Websites, forums, and videos can answer your questions and show examples. Learning to search for help is a key skill for every programmer. You're never alone on your coding journey. The best way to learn programming is by practicing. Try writing small programs every day. Experiment with new ideas and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Each time you practice, you'll understand more and become more confident. Programming is a skill you build over time. Once you know the basics, start building your own projects. You can make games, calculators, or even simple websites. Projects help you apply what you've learned and see real results. They also make learning more fun and rewarding. Start small and grow your skills step by step. Programming is often a team activity. Working with others helps you learn faster and solve problems together. You can share your code, get feedback, and build bigger projects. Teamwork is an important part of being a programmer, and it makes the journey more enjoyable. After mastering the basics, you can explore more advanced topics like object-oriented programming, databases, and web development. Each new topic opens up more possibilities and lets you create even more powerful programs. Keep learning and challenging yourself as you grow. Learning programming can be challenging, but it's also very rewarding. Set small goals, celebrate your progress, and remember why you started. Every programmer faces difficulties, but with patience and practice, you'll succeed. Stay curious and keep exploring new ideas. Programming is everywhere, from your phone to your favorite websites and games. Understanding how it works helps you see the world differently. You'll notice how technology shapes our lives and how you can be a part of creating the future. Programming skills are valuable in many careers. There are many resources to help you learn programming: books, online courses, tutorials, and coding games. Find what works best for you and keep exploring. The more you learn, the more confident you'll become. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Programming lets you solve real-world problems. You can automate boring tasks, analyze data, or create tools that help people. Every program you write is a chance to make life easier or more fun. Think about problems you'd like to solve and start building solutions. Many people turn their programming skills into exciting careers. Programmers work in many fields, from technology and science to art and business. Learning to code opens up many opportunities and lets you shape your own future. If you enjoy solving problems and creating things, programming might be the perfect path for you. Congratulations, you've learned the basics of programming: what programs are, how to write code, use variables, loops, and functions, and how to solve problems. The journey doesn't end here. Keep practicing, building projects, and exploring new topics. With curiosity and determination, you can become a great programmer. Good luck on your coding adventure.